I am leaving this job. I already made a date. I'm supposed to have been left this job, but I'm leaving this job. I have to remind myself this is like being in Egypt when the Israelites was in Egypt as slaves. This job is a representation of being in Egypt, and I have to leave. I have to leave and go to the promised land. It's another note to self. We are leaving Egypt and going to the promised land. We're supposed to have been left. We're supposed to have been left, but we're leaving. So what y'all just saw, and going by the title of this video, we have left Egypt. So this is just a chit chat of me just giving God his glory. I didn't feel comfortable enough to continue to make more videos or to continue to go out this journey without giving God his glory of everything he has been doing for me so far in my life and this new chapter in my life here. So this is what this video is about. Just talking about God and everything he's been doing for me. So stay tuned. So back in 2020 or 2021, this is when I first moved to where I'm staying at now. To the city that I'm staying in now. I left my hometown. And I was staying with my sister, and me and my niece, we was in her room on her floor. And we were planning out our business. And I remember saying on this day that the job that I had just got was going to be the last 9 to 5 job. It was the last 9 to 5. And at the time, I felt confident in what I was saying, but I don't believe I really truly believe what I was saying. I know for sure. Like, fast and forward thinking about it then, like, yeah, I was confident. Yeah, I was talking that big talk. But yeah, your girl, she was talking. She didn't know exactly what she was saying. So just to fast forward, so that was 2021 is when I spoke over my life and saying the job that I had just got was going to be my last 9 to 5 job. And on December 30th, 2025 is when I left that 9 to 5 job. So just to rewind just a little bit, maybe 6 months, probably more than 6 months, God came to me and told me that I need to quit my job. He said, I need you and I need you to quit your job. Did I obey? No, I did not. No, I did not. I was so afraid. OMG, I was so afraid because I'm like, how? How do you want me to, like, what? You want me to do what? You want me to quit this job? How? Where do you, like, what I'm supposed to do? Yes, I know, like, my business, I was not consistently doing my business at the time. It was still an ideal. It was still something that I desired, my heart desired, but I wasn't putting into words. It was just there. I have ingredients, I have containers, I have all the stuff for the business. Saved the name for the business and everything, and was not doing anything with the business. But he was like, "I need you to leave your job," and I didn't obey. I didn't. I did not obey. I told my husband what God told me to do, and my husband, oh my God, my husband, Jesus, he told me, he was like, if this is what God told you to do, I'm in agreement with it. And when you're ready, just let me know. And, we're going to do it. We're going to get through it. And that was like, oh, it feels so good to hear that. But at the same time, I was so terrified because I'm like, How, like, what? We have bills to pay, all this, and that, da, da, da. You know, how? Like, what? It sounds good, but I don't know. I was too afraid. I was putting myself in front of God, putting myself before God. I was being in control. I had my hands on it. I had my hands in it so many times for so long, and I did not want to let up. And it was time for me to go. It was time. I spoke over him. I actually, when he came to me and told me to leave my job, I actually forgot about when I spoke over my life and said that this was going to be my last 9 to 5. And even with the job that I was at, I was not happy. I was stressed. I was consumed in a way that it drained me, that I couldn't even enjoy my husband at times. He saw me, he even said that my whole atmosphere was different. When I took days off from the job or when we had days off, I was a whole totally different person because the job consumed me in so much of a way that I was not able to enjoy my personal life. I was not able to be who God need me to be on this earth as not just a wife, but as he need as me as a vessel on this earth to be the salt of the earth, to season the earth, to do so many things. So many opportunities came my way. But I was so consumed with negativity, with self-doubt, with insecurity, with anxiety, fear, shame, all that. Because I was still attached to something that he never sent me. He never sent me to that job, even though I thought this was at the time when I got the job, it was an upgrade for where I was before with my when I was in my hometown. It was an upgrade. Yes, if the pay was more this and that, and y'all, okay, just because the pay is more doesn't mean it's an upgrade in your life. Because what comes with that pay? The price that comes with that pay. And with that pay, my peace was gone with that pay. You hear me? My sound mind was gone with that pay. I even health issues start coming about with the job because I was not in line with my father. And at the time when I left my hometown and I started a job, I did not have a relationship with God. Yes, I knew who God was, and I believe I was a Christian, but my faith was not there. My relationship with God I was not praying every day. I was not in my Bible every day. None of those things. None of those things. But as time go by, my faith started getting stronger, and my relationship with God started getting stronger. So I want to say, all right, so what I said about maybe over 6 months ago, God came and told me to leave my job, and your girl was shaky. She wasn't obedient. Even with me being obedient now, that's still being disobedient. I wasn't obedient because I was putting too much faith in me of what I was able to do, and I feel like I was not able to do everything He told me to do. Look at me. Like, I was gonna be. I did it because out of fear, and that's where the enemy wants you at. He knows your flaws. He knows what you are afraid of. He knows your fears, and he wants you to keep you there and keep you down. And that's where God can do His most at. Is where the places that you or the things that you feel like you're not capable of doing. That's where He do His most at. Them dry places, them deserts. That's where He do His most at, because He wants you to be relinquished, to be free from the enemy. Because the enemy wants to keep you there, but he wants you to be free from the enemy. That's why we had to leave. The title, we left Egypt. All right, so fast forward a little bit. We had revival at my church. I believe it was November the 6th. It's the night that it happened. I'm not sure. But I was prophesied to on this night. Basically confirming everything that I've been praying about. Um, that I've been talking to God about, that I've been striking the fence on, even though I knew that God told me to leave my job and I've been so afraid, but I've been asking God to just free me from my fears, any anxiety, any self doubt, any insecurities. I want to be free from this. And basically, what was prophesied over me that my next chapter in life will be my greatest. Even though that sounds, so plain, but I believe in it because this is something I've been praying over. Um, just to be free. I just want to be free. And with the job that I was at, I was not free in the mind and at peace. Yeah, the job paid the bills, barely paid the bills. Barely. I thank God for allowing me to be in a position where I was able to take care of my finances and be there for my family. And I'm still still he's going to be able to do that plus some more. And that's the thing. Because I still have my hands on it, I feel like, oh, it's paying the bills. But what more can my father can do if I believe in him and have faith in him? If I be obedient to him, he can do way more than what I'm allowing or what I have my hands in right now. So all I need is to take my hands off of it and believe in God and just let him have his will and have his way. It sounds so easy, and it's not easy. It's not. But until you get tired of your own self being in the way, and that's where I was at in my life. I was just tired of me getting in the way, missing opportunities, tired of the same old cry of, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that because of this and that, and past failures I had before and what I looked like before. But I was not walking with God. I was doing it in my own will and in my own strength. That's a big difference from now, from then Keandra. From now, Keandra, that's a big difference. So when I was prophesied to that night, I made the conscious decision. The next day I told my husband, I gave him a date. I said, I will be leaving my job. It is time to leave. It is time to leave Egypt. And if y'all don't know what that means, please get in your word, read your Bible, read Exodus. This is what I'm talking about. When the Israelites was captive in Egypt and Moses, and I can relate to Moses because God came to Moses and told Moses to go free the Israelites from Egypt. And he felt like he couldn't do it because he was so afraid to speak or he had a speech impairment. And I felt the same way. Because I'm like, God, why you want me to do all these things and you hear how I talk? But with that's because I only see me out of my lens. God see me. The way He's view us, the way He view this earth is totally different the way we view it. And the way He saw me, He's like, I don't see what you see. I don't see what you see. You the one saying you got all these issues. You the one who's saying that you got all these issues. You got X, Y, Z, all these excuses. And I don't see that. I do not see that at all. So when he told me I need you to do all these things, I'm like, how? Sir, God, I love you. I do. But me, do you know he know who he's talking to, but you know how we be. Do you know who you talking to? Do you know who I like for real? Me, I know you've been seeing me. Me? Me. So yeah, after that night, I told my husband the next day that I was leaving. I gave him a date when I was leaving my job, and he was so elated. He was so elated. He was like, "I'm so happy that you made this decision, and that we can move forward." Because like I said, I was not happy at that job. It drained me so many ways, and yeah, it was time for me to. It was. I didn't want to leave the job out of emotions because that's so easy to do, and I still be missing the mark if I left out of emotions. Um, I left it in a good way. I didn't, even though I had some I don't know. I had some reasons why I wasn't happy with the company anymore, but I didn't leave in a distasteful way. I filled out my 2 weeks notice, and yeah, I feel like I left it in a good way. I closed that chapter good. I didn't want to start something new, something fresh, something way out of my comfort zone. I didn't want to leave it in a distasteful way. So I left it in a good note, and I want to open a new year. We're in a new chapter in my life in a better note. So with me leaving um the job and being a full-time content creator, being full-time self-employed business owner, um I'm so at peace. I am so at peace. People ask me, how does it feel? It feels wonderful. I'm at peace because I now know what my purpose is. And with me leaving a job, it is not just about the business. And this is not even my business, it's his business. This is his ideal. This is all him. He created me, and he gave me idea that he created and put in my mind that he created and gave it upon to me. And I am just being a vessel. This is not Keandra's business. Yes, it's called Curly Keys. No, it's all him. It's Abba. It's Abba. I'm doing Abba's business. But even with the business, this is not why I left my job. I am being my father's vessel. Wherever he calls me to do, wherever he sends me, wherever he tells me to go, I'm going. So I believe wholeheartedly it wasn't just to do the business alone. It's more to that, and I'm just waiting for more instructions and more assignments he have called me to do, if that makes sense. So yeah, I had to come up here and talk to y'all and just tell y'all I did not feel comfortable making more content or do anything with my business without giving my God his glory, because he deserved all of this. He deserved every single bit of it, because it all belongs to him. It doesn't belong to me, and it's all temporary. If you believe it or not, we're all temporary here on this earth, and he's the creator. And how dare I continue to do anything on this earth and not give him the credit? How dare I? How dare I? He deserves all the credit, because it's all him. It's all his work. Because looking back my past, like, oh, Keandra, I would never. You say, oh, she gonna be a content creator. I would never. Like, I'll be sitting here looking like, you crazy. Who? She gonna be what? You crazy. No. But hey, that's why it's his will and not our will. That's why his thoughts are not our thoughts. His lenses are not our lens. Like, we're nothing like him. I'm nothing without him, but everything with him. You hear me? You hear me? And this is not to tell anyone to leave their job. This is not this is not that. This is just me telling you how he can move in dry places, because your girl was dry. She was dry. She was very, very dry. And he has delivered me out of a lot of dry places that I had within me. And I'm so thankful for that. I am so grateful that he was able. Well, I know he is able, but I believe and I surrender and I allow him to do his will, to have his way with me. I am so happy that I did, that I allow him to do that. I surrender all. But yeah, this is not for me to tell anyone to, oh, go quit your job and da da. No, because some people, they do get on these apps and I don't know where their heart is, but this is not where my heart is. It's about me, talking about my heart. My heart is not telling y'all just to quit your job, just to quit your job. That's not what it is. That was my instruction that my Heavenly Father gave me. Now, if he have been telling you to do that, and this is a confirmation, I'm thankful that I'm able to be a vessel and to deliver that confirmation upon to you. But this is not what I don't come to me and be like, hey, I did what you told me. No, I did not tell you to leave that job. I didn't tell you. I told you what my Heavenly Father told me, what instructions He gave me to do. And it took me a minute, and I had to take accountability of that still. But I'm telling you what He told me to do. But if He told you to do the same thing and He sent me to tell you, then I can accept that. But please, if He ain't tell you to leave your job and you said, oh, Keandre's, no, don't you put my name in it. Don't you do that. No, 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 no. No. But yes, so yeah, y'all, that's it. I just had to come here and just tell y'all that about our good Heavenly Father. For the ones who believe, for ones who do not believe, I pray that you open up your hearts and you let Him in and have His way, and just let Him have His way and talk with you and sit with you, and you just pour your heart out to Him. I pray that day will come soon. I pray. I really do. I really, really do. But yeah, y'all. So stay tuned. I will have more videos, more content will be coming out. I do have my hair cream that's in the works, that's launching soon. Just waiting for some things, some in and out things with that to come about. But stay tuned for more content, more products, more things are on the way. I hope y'all enjoy y'all good Wednesday and have a blessed day.